Eritrea opposes Israel's recognition of Somaliland, calls on China to act at UNSC level. Days after about 20 countries, mainly from Africa and the Middle East, denounced Israel's recognition of Somaliland as a free and independent state, Eritrea is adding voice without directly blaming Israel. Eritrea's Ministry of Information on Sunday said the recognition of Somaliland warrants unequivocal response at the level of the United Nations Security Council and member states. The brief statement, about 92 words, the ministry released hinted that Eritrea did have information that the recognition was coming. The development is something that triggers a crisis at the regional and global level, the way Eritrea sees it. The ploy does not constitute a novel secret, as it has indeed been brewing for some time now to stoke dangerous regional and global crises and mayhem, the statement said. Eritrea is counting on China, and it specifically framed it in light of Taiwan's status, to act at the United Nations Security Council for a decision in the direction of revoking Israel's recognition of Somaliland. Eritrea's statement partly reads, "It is particularly incumbent on the People's Republic of China to shoulder its moral responsibilities in view of the apparent analogy with the Taiwan issue for which it has been ardently advocating." The Security Council is holding an emergency meeting on Monday to discuss Israel's recognition of Somaliland. Somaliland broke away from Somalia in May 1991 at a time when what was then Eritrean Liberation Front, EPLF, now People's Front for Democracy and Justice, PFDJ, took control of Asmara. While Eritrea had a smooth process of getting recognition for a number of reasons, including the support of the late Meles Zenawi's government, Somaliland had been struggling to get a formal recognition for over 3 decades. Somalia's federal government considers Somaliland as its integral part, despite the latter remaining a de facto state, since then with an army and currency of its own. Also, Somaliland had conducted 5 elections since then, and they are said to be a democratic one. The countries that opposed Israel's recognition are mostly Muslim countries, despite Somaliland itself being a Muslim nation. Turkey has a strong presence in Somalia and has its largest military base in the country outside of Turkish soil. Eritrea, Egypt, and Somalia have signed a military security pact as Ethiopia attempts to regain access to the Red Sea, including by signing a Memorandum of Understanding with Somaliland on January 1st, 2024, which caused tension in the region. Unclear if the agreement is dead or alive after Turkey intervened to broker peace between Somalia and Ethiopia. Turkey wants inclusion of the will of all Somalis in determining the relation between Somalia's federal government and Somaliland, as reflected in its statement against Israel's recognition of Somaliland. It is unknown if it is making a reference to the Somalis in Kenya and Ethiopia. Somaliland has been accusing Turkey of meddling in the affairs of Somaliland for many months now. In an official remark to Israel's recognition, President Abdirahman Mohammed Abdullahi stated Israel's recognition affirms an objective reality that has long existed. Somaliland meets the legal, political, and institutional criteria of statehood under international law.